Welcome back to Pops. Here's what we're doing. We're putting the lug studs on the rotor now. As you can see, we're using a press.
It's a lot easier. I don't care what anybody says. You can hammer it in. You can use an air hammer. You can use just a regular hammer and a punch. No way. This is the best way. It goes in. Look under here. This is how this is the way I set it up, so I can press the studs through. So this way we'll have room and it'll go all the way in. You're just gonna have to find some sort of, I guess, metal or so out there that you can do it, and it'll be a lot easier for yourself. I do that. This way is easier for me. I learned the hard way from doing the other one. So, I guess. So, okay. I'm going to go press the rest of them in, and we'll get back to you out there as we're putting it in.
Well, folks, here we are again, putting the rotor back on, putting it all in, putting the bearing back in, and we'll see how this goes.
As you can see, we got the new rotor on there. Could have used this to be sandblasted, but we don't have one yet set up, so we just wire wheeled it a little bit. Put some anti-seize in the back of it, and we checked the rotors and everything, and we repacked them. So now we're putting it back. So I got the outer bearing greased up and already in here. So all I have to do is lift this up and push this bearing in there. There we go. It's a messy job, but hey, it's grease. Women have their cream, men have their grease. What can I say? Makes our hands soft. So it's in there. Okay. So now we start reassembling our four-wheel hub. Remember, there's that nipple sitting right there, as you can see it right there. This one has to go on there after, but once you set the bearing in there, you set the preload on the bearing, you back it off. Now there's a keyway up there, and this has to sit inside that keyway, and then once it goes in, this nipple here either goes on that one or it goes on this one. Let me clean this out a little bit for you so you can see better what I'm talking about. So let's say this is always on the top of that keyway. Once you put it in there, you got to make sure that nipple goes in one of the holes. So I know I had a hard time on it the first time, so I don't know out there. Hopefully it'll go a lot easier this time, because apparently everything goes faster the second time around, only because you already know what to expect and what to do with it. So I find it easier if I do it this way. Of course, you just screw it in. Screw it in as much as you can by hand. Once you feel it getting seated real good. See? Alright, now we use the pry bar. I like to use the pry bar only because I know I don't go that hog wild on it. I would just use it. Oh well, let me use the ratchet for now until I get it in there real good. There we go. I already can see that it's a little hard, so the bearing is set, seated rather. So I back it off a little bit.
Alright folks, we'll get back to you when we finish with this. Hey folks, real quick, just wanted to touch base. We finally put everything back together, and brakes had to go on, then we can put the wheel back on, and everything will be good to go. Until next time, this has been Pop's Garage.